crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Hello and welcome to Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Athletics. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Chicago White Sox with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000. But over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill, the big righty, Zach Littell. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Just about to get underway, Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Oh, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Kurtz tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one. I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And the 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Really nice job
Miguel
staying up the
Vargas.
middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground, a second, might be two, and he can't come up with it. Save. It was never going to be easy after the missed play.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, you just got to get ready for the next one and make a play.
In the air out to center. Butler on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Two outs, runners at first and second. And up next for Chicago, Chase Maedroff. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rooker coming on. And that is that. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Joe Ryan. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Just electric stuff, Boog, and that fastball is no joke. He can move it around the zone, and it's not uncommon to see him pile up a decent amount of strikeouts throughout the game. He's the type of guy that allows the entire team to wake up feeling confident, knowing he's taking the mound.
Digging in, Jacob Wilson. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
First baseman.
Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Two down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Hard hit left side. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for the A's. They trail things here 2-0. Top of the second, stepping in, Tristan Peters.
Tristan Peters.
That's a ball.
Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Man at second. Runner on the go again. Pitch outside. Throw is high. Safe at third.
Well, a high throw just adds a fraction of a second from catching the ball to putting the tag down on the runner. Hard to say for sure if a good throw gets him, but as soon as that one took off from the catcher's hand, there wasn't much of a chance.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. Save. And they lead by 3.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Antonacci, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
The 0-1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. That's out number 2.
Up next for Chicago.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
That one misses.
That's the ball.
Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Up next for the White Sox.
So up next for Chicago, Stephen Kwan. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Yep, that ball went out.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here on opening day. Bouncer to second. The underhand flip. Pretty nice play there. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 3 and the A's nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
That
Ball
one
one.
missed.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Hey!
The 1-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball,
foul.
and it goes just foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late,
ball.
Opposite field knock.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. Next offering is down low. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Now at the plate, Lawrence Butler.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
This one popped up. Vargas. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, catcher Dalton Rushing.
Sanker catches the zone at the knees. That one lifted to left. Antonacci in position. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the White Sox 3 and the A's nothing. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning.
for
Now the
White
third
Sox.
baseman,
Third
Miguel
baseman,
Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Gone. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate, and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball, and when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Inside ball.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And a payoff pitch. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Up next for the White Sox.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Next to hit, Chase Maidra. Flips the corner, and it's 0-1. Liner, caught it second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Quick toss to first.
No, he's safe.
Teal back in on a dive. The 0-1. This one in the air center field. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman Isaac Paredes.
So up now for Chicago, Isaac Paredes.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 now.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Oh, he can't squeeze it. Flips it.
Oh.
But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the third. Leading off, Zach Gelof. Ryan making his first start of the year. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018.
Pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And down on strikes. And now 1 away.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And a foul ball. There's a strike at the knees.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the lineup flips over. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 4-0. Start of the 4th, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Sam Antonacci. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's 1 down.
Up next for Chicago, the designated hitter, Munetaka Murakami.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Foul ball there. Bounce to the right. Kurtz handles, throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
White Sox, center fielder Stephen Kwan.
So up next, Stephen Kwan. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball, that's outside.
And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, inside.
Two. And delivers outside. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They lead 4-0. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
You know, these Athletics just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That pitch clips the outside corner. That is strike 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 1-2 here.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Outside.
Ball, that's out.
The Athletics down by 4 here on opening day. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Next pitch is downstairs. The White Sox leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And right now, he's shutting this lineup out, so we might stick with it.
Soderstrom batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. The 0-2.
Ball,
I don't
that
think
pitch
he
is
was
up.
trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Nothing doing there for the A's. They trail it here 4-0.
Now pitching.
Hogan Harris gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
White Sox. Shortstop Colson Montgomery.
Foul ball.
You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
0-2 now. Stays alive.
That's out.
Left field. And that will fall. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Chicago, third baseman Miguel Vargas.
In there for strike 1. And he grounds one back up the middle. There's one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Kyle Teel steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Luis Medina, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Alvarado also throwing. 2 down, nobody on. That one's in there. And the count even 1-1.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Nope. That's inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Chase Mydroff.
Right side, hard hit. That ends the inning. The White Sox lead 1, but they're in front 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the A's designated hitter, Max Muncy. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Peters under it, and there's one away.
Up next for the A's, center fielder Lawrence Butler.
All 1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Dalton Rushing. Hey! Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
What a stop to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So digging in,
Leading
Tristan
off for the White
Peters.
Sox, right fielder Tristan Peters.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Harris goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder Sam Antonacci.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now the left fielder, Sam Antonacci. Going wide. Fastball is outside. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. Down in order go the White Sox. But they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Gelof.
Second baseman, Zach Gelof.
You know, these A's just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Up next.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Fought off foul. And that one upstairs.
At this point, they'll take base runners any way they can get them, then hope it turns into something more. But this might end up being one of those games to forget.
Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
Hey!
That one's in there. 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Elvis Alvarado, getting ready to make his season debut.
Leading off for the White Sox, the designated hitter, Munetaka. Murakami.
And first offering is fouled off. In the air to left center. Soderstrom on the move to the alley. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder Stephen Kwan.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Luis Medina up and throwing. 1-0. That one ripped right center field. Back there. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. Fouled off. He was late. Man at second. Got the bat going too soon at strike two.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle. He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That's a hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's the catcher, Kyle Teel.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1. 1 run across. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
That's towards center. He's got it. Both runners tagging. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Elvis Alvarado done for the day, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Luis Medina.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So up next for Chicago, Tristan Peters.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
In the air, left field. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. White Sox 7 and the A's nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes.
Hey!
New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And the 0-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kwan makes the grab on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries,
No,
and you
that's
got the
down.
lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. No question about this one. It's out of here. So he goes yard to left. His first homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 7-1.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's a high chopper. Meidroff. The throw to first, and that's the third out. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's 7-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Ball, that's out.
This one in the air, center field. Butler takes it in for the out. One away.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Sam Antonacci.
And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Soderstrom under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Chicago, the designated.
Now